Are drowning in magic techniques. What we need are strategies and presentations, and we need to work on our character and our performance. And that has all changed. Things that used to work on stage no longer work. Things that used to be close up no longer work. We're here with some people that we feel are educating and trailblazing, and one of those people is Adam Cheyer. And Abigail, who's known Adam for a very long time, many, many years, is going to now introduce properly Adam Cheyer, who will be here with the Adam Awards because he has watched over 50 hours of online magic shows, and he's here to tell you about what works and what is good so we can learn. Abigail?
Thank you, Jeff. A fan of magic since the age of 10, Adam is best known for creating a magic trick that is used by over 200 million people every week. Adam is the technical founder of Siri, the voice assistant resident in every iPhone and iPad that is sold by Apple. As Arthur C. Clarke once said, any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic. Adam has performed magic all over the world, including being featured on Penn & Teller's Fool Us TV show, and he features magicians often at his startup company, Viv Labs. Please welcome my good friend, Adam Cheyer.
Thank you, Abby. Thank you, Jeff. So as Abby said, and as Jeff said, I've been watching a lot of virtual magic shows, maybe so that you don't have to. And I've noticed there are certain elements that really make a really great virtual magic show. And I thought one interesting way to do that would be to highlight, out of the shows that I've watched, some people who are doing each element really well. And I thought a fun way to present it would be as the Adam Awards. Now, I haven't seen everyone. I love to watch magic. If you're not on the list, send me a link to your show. I'll buy a ticket and come see you. And you'll certainly be featured next time. So every Zoom show starts out with instructions. You know, here's how to mute or unmute, and here's where the button is. And people spend a lot of time on that. So the first Adam Award category is for best instructions. So I went to a show by Colin Cloud. He had a produced short video that zoomed in, showed everyone exactly where the buttons were, how to use it. And in addition, he actually wove it into his show in a creative way later. So he made such good use of those 45 seconds to teach people everything they needed to do to enjoy the show. Additionally, he forced everyone to turn on their video, which I've never seen before. Most people aren't quite that stringent, but it made a great difference. So Colin Cloud gets the award for best instructions. The next thing is you need an introduction. There's been experiments, Joshua J., for instance, showed that if you have this glorious introduction, just like Abby gave me, people retain more and appreciate the content more. So again, the next session is who created the best introduction that made you anticipate the magic to come. And again, Colin Cloud's show, I thought, did that better than any I've seen. It was completely well produced, and it also transitioned beautifully into his set. Third category, best use of space. One problem with a virtual show, if you're sitting there for an hour, is you get a frame, and if it's the same frame the whole time, really drags on. So best use of space is how can you move in and out of the frame? How can you do some close-up work and some stage work? So my award for best use of space goes to Alex Ramon, who's both kind of the big stage illusionist, but also does close-up work, and he transitions beautifully between the two, and it really keeps things moving and very interesting for the users, for the audience. Next category, people who really know how to work a camera. So many shows I've seen, people are looking off-center. I'm not very good at this myself. They're looking at the gallery view or of the big picture and not directly into the camera. And it makes such a difference. So this next winner, when he presented a show, it felt like he was talking to me, and only me, because he was right there, present, looking into my eyes. And the winner of Best Gaze Management or Camera Management is Paul Draper. He's done a fabulous job, and I really connect when he speaks to me through a camera. Next category, music can be a piece that really enhances the emotions and the feeling of a show, but on Zoom it can often be choppy and hard to manage well. We've learned some techniques here at the McBride School on how to do that well, but I still haven't seen many people using music to good effect in their show. For me, the best performance I've seen is Alex Ramon, who really used music to enhance his performance, and runner-up Phil Ackerley also did a really nice job on that. The best set. So many productions, even the professional ones that you pay $100 for, it feels like you're watching this from someone's bedroom or someone's living room. So taking time to create that feel that this is special and magical is so important. So this year, even though I haven't seen a full magic show by this performer, the clarity of the camera, the positioning, and just the simple style goes to our own Larry Haas. I think he has the best setup that I've seen. We have runners-up in this category. I think Colin Cloud does a great job, Paul Draper does a great job, and Kevin Blake used a technique I really enjoyed. He literally films his virtual show in his real theater. It's empty, but he goes into the theater and it feels like a theater. So, he does a nice job there. Just a few more categories. So best energy and pace. Again, an hour show on virtual can drag on forever. So the magician who keeps things moving, who really has the energy constant through a whole show, Robert Strong has done an amazing job. The next category, Thinking Out of the Box Award. Danny Garcia, when he did his Share Magic presentation with perspective, if you haven't seen that, please go look it up. He was trying to use this tool of the camera in a whole new way. I think it melted minds and created surprise among everyone who saw it. So I really, really appreciated his work. Three more. Mixed media magic. I know that video is controversial, video magic. I think Simon Puro does an incredible job at mixing real magic with video magic, which is still hard to figure out and beautifully done. Best virtual foolery. This performer has had me spend too many hours just puzzling over how he could do this. It's clearly made for the camera, but it's real magic. Shin Lim has done some incredible things in his magician against magician kind of virtual shows. And the last one I will mention here, before we'll save the big final prize for later, is best offline edition. So we're all in this online world, virtual shows, but sometimes by sending something out into the real physical world or asking someone to send something back, you can just make an event out of it, and it really changes the feeling of the virtual show. So my award winner for this is Ricardo Rosenkrantz. He asked me to take my deck of cards, sign some cards, FedEx it to him, and when I saw my personal property with my signature come out of a packet, I engaged with that in a whole new way. It just felt different than watching someone else's virtual magic. So that's my Adam Awards for this first half of 2020. And those are all incredible magicians to go learn from and try to improve your areas in these categories. So thank you.
And Adam, that was incredible. And just before the end of the show tonight, you're going to announce the big award, which is just announced the big award, which is?
It's the equivalent of Best Picture. I'm calling it Best Overall Production. And it's really the performer who I think has done the best job integrating everything together in a complete package, from set to music to lighting to gaze to energy to. So we'll see who I think has done the best job so far that I've seen.
And before we go into study hall, before we go into the mindful moment, drum roll please, and back to Adam Cheyer for the best overall Zoom magic show. Welcome back, Adam Cheyer.
Thanks, Jeff. So for me, the magician who pulled it all together best. So kind of when you roll it all together from all aspects that I presented above, was Colin Cloud. He has a show called Cyber Mentalist. I thought it was engaging, fast-paced. There was a huge surprise at the end that I think knocked everyone out of their seats. And it was just well done from start to finish. So if you haven't seen his show, I highly recommend it. I think there's a lot to learn about really how to bring together all of these elements we're just getting used to and wrestling with. He's done a great job.
Well, thank you, Adam.